Welcome back to the MotorFab YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to talk really fast. I'm going to whip through this intro and get it out of the way as quick as I can because I want to provide you guys with as much car building content as I can and as minimal talking crap as I can. But there is a few formalities I have to get out of the way. Thank you so much to everyone who ordered merchandise this week and the week before. Selling like crazy, so it's going to run out pretty quick, so get in, make your order. That's on the MotorFab website, motorfab.com. The stuff's all at the printers, so it'll be printed next week and I can start posting out the orders ASAP, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Really appreciate the orders. And I'll go through the VPW order that ends tomorrow, midnight, 21st of June, so hook in, and if you want your 10% discount, hook into that, order what you need, and get it done. So right now we're going to just go for a quick walk around Monaro and talk about some more stuff. Looky, Monaro's got goodies. We got some bends. They came through yesterday. So I can finish off the headers, not before we do a few other things. Bought a second-hand converter off Facebook Marketplace. It's a bit rough, but it's a 5,000 stall. I only really want to turn that motor to 6, so it's not ideal. Will it work? I don't know. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. We'll see what happens. I got a starter motor as well. Sorry, there we go. Second-hand Facebook Marketplace, 125 clams. We saw the headers. That's what I was just about done, so we've been through that. Oh yeah, well, I'll tell you what else happened, which we'll go through more in detail shortly, is, let's see our cam there. Yeah, we got cylinder heads back. So, look at that. They look like brand spanking new. I'll go into some details about cylinder heads shortly. But first, what we have to do is, I've gone as far with the headers as I can without, obviously we've got a funky sump design up here. I've got the starter in now, which I have to change. One of the pipes I'd already made, I had to change, so I don't want to go keep changing things. So what I'm going to do is bite the bullet, pull the motor out, put the sump on the motor. I got it feeling the exhaust ports maybe a little higher in the new heads and the stock heads. I don't know yet until I get all in there, so I'm just going to get the block out, sump and block back in, and get the other heads on so that I'm not making the pipes twice. I was trying to get it all done while it was all in the car just to save some time, but it's just not going to happen that way. So got to bite the bullet and do it. So I'm going to hook in now. Let's do it. So through the week, I picked up this little bad boy off Facebook Marketplace, and the guy bought it off. We started chatting away there, and he's actually a fan of the channel. He's been watching and waiting to see the Monaro build finished. So he came down and dropped it off. Adam Juice, big shout out to Juicy. He used to be a fellow power cruiser. Yeah, beautiful Camaro, and I think he might have got the chop by old bump in there once in his Camaro. But so yeah, he brought the manifold down, and he's in a circuit racing now. He's got some really cool little minis. Really cool cars actually. Really good guy, Juicy. And yeah, so he sold me this manifold. It's a Edelbrock Super Victor, but it's been CNC'd by Rear Morrison and a CNC match ported spacer. So that should work really well with our big AFR head. So airflow on the top end is definitely not going to be an issue at all with this setup. It's going to have plenty of flow, and that's what it's all about. It's I really enjoyed buying all these secondhand bits and pieces, mostly because of the fact all the people I got to meet along the way. It's just really cool seeing other people's projects and what they're doing, and go a little road trip to places you've never been before sometimes, and getting to buy parts. You obviously get them a lot cheaper, and it's great. I enjoy that side of it, and yeah, getting in the car community a bit more. So I'll keep looking out for secondhand parts. Next on the list, I haven't got a distributor. I need a bit fussy about what I want. I want an MSD billet, Pro billet distributor for it, just because I've used them before and had good success, and I've had dramas with the Chinese and Pro Comp ones before. So yeah, we're about to rip these heads off and get this block out. Right, block time. Let's get the block out. Right, another little quick comparison. So I'm a bit puffed from lifting the head out of that. It's a bit of a mission. Let's go big block Chevy. Now these have actually got all the... This head's got the valves in. This head's still got the studs in. So no, that head's got the valves. I think got studs. So it'd be pretty similar in comparison. It's just the old cast iron versus aluminium. 31.9. We'll just do that twice. Scales can be a bit iffy sometimes, especially when I get on them. Tell me lies. Right, here we go. 31.9 seems our magic number. I can tell you right now there's a big difference. We'll let that zero. There we go. 14.1. Do it twice. And zero. And go. There we go. Quick on the tree. 14.1. So we're 31.9. So what's that? That's 15 kilos a head. 30 kilos difference just between the two heads. So it's a little big weight difference. Big weight difference. But the gain's in the flow. So luckily I've been able to lift the front of the motor, still leaving the gearbox and bell housing attached, and squeeze the sump in, the oil pan just. So That saved me a fair bit of time, otherwise I would have had to prop the gearbox up, get all the bell housing bolts out, pull the block out, put the sump on, put it all back together. So that's just saved me a bit, being able to squeeze that. It was a bit of a wrestle, but I've managed. I've got to pull these old brake lines out, hideous something. Managed to squeeze it in there. So now I can start putting it back together. Right, so block's back down, oil pan's on, all clears. Starter motor goes off and on with the oil pan in, which is beautiful. Bit less room for the pipes in a couple of spots than I thought. Got the cylinder heads on, and they look beautiful, like brand new. So we're just going to put the, if you remember a few episodes ago, these heads actually had an O-ring groove in them, so we had to skim the heads. When we do engine assembly in the next couple of weeks, I'll go through what we did to the heads. Doug Day up there at RLC Engine Reconditioning's done an amazing job on the heads. They've come out like brand new. They're tired old heads. They're definitely at the end of their shelf life, but he's breathed a new breath of fresh air into them. They look like brand new. Everything seals, everything works. So we'll go through that a little bit, but for now, what we also have to get done is we've had to take so much off the surface of the heads that the manifold probably won't fit anymore. There we go, sweet spot. So if we look down the hole, yeah, you can see that it's going to need to be machined. We're sitting on a bit of gasket there, so it won't actually go down all the way. Pray find the ports don't quite line up. Yeah, there you go there. So the port is high on the base, and the manifold's high on the top, low on the base. High on both, so high on the base, high on the top. So as the manifold machines down, those ports will line up really nicely. Yeah, look at that, what a mountain of a motor. Just built to breathe. And the crappy little bottom end won't be, but that's okay. So there you go. So we're going to have to get the manifold machined to sit down and match up, but everything's going together smoothly, which is good. Obviously this is a dummy fit, so I can finish our pipes and know that the pipes fit with these heads in case the runner's a different height. The exhaust port is in a different height, and we can obviously get our manifold off to get machined and start to get this thing to happen real quick. Here we go. So this is one side done finally. Thank goodness. That was a bit of a mission. I had to remake pipe number 3 because I didn't have enough room for pipe number 4. As you can see, a big problem with it is the steering. All of that moves. So I've just got clearance on everything, which is nice. And you can see up there, it looks like, how to get far enough away, it's like spaghetti, but everything fits. And that's the easy side. So then you got the oil filter. We'll either be able to get a full length will nearly fit, but a stubby will fit, or put a remote mount on it. Hopefully we can just fit a normal one in there, up over that sump there. As you can see, that oil pan, yes, it runs downhill. Someone asked a question a while ago. The one on the ute has actually got has got the basin in the front, and I showed on the data logs ages ago. I had to move the thing to the back because we were gulping air. So even with it just a section, even if you've got, I don't like the hoses in between the two bowls because it's just another recipe for a potential oil leak. And if you have an oil leak in a car that's going reasonably quick, it goes over the back wheels and tendency to hit the wall, which is not good. And the other thing is with the pan there, as the oil comes from the front 3 cylinders or 6 cylinders down to the bottom of the motor, the G-force is pushing it back. It's still got to fill that bottom pan and then get into the back section, all bar what comes down straight down from the rear cylinder. So your pickup's got to be at the back. If you got that hump, it's just more area to fill up. So I prefer everything just to run straight back to that, and then we come out wider like I have to get the volume. So I'll just show you up the top. Bit exhausted. This has been a big job, these bloody pipes. So there we are. Focus. All pretty neat and tidy. Had to relieve that front pipe a bit. Probably have to do the next one. Don't like to relieve pipes, but it just does not fit any other way. So there you go. It's pretty tight at the back there, but everything's pretty neat. I can definitely easily get all my spark plugs on this side, no problems at all. That to me is the important part. Nothing worse than having a car that's hard to change plugs on. We had a friend's big block Tirana, and it was seriously a couple of hours at least to change the plugs in the silly thing. It just made the car a real problem, especially as a nitrous car, so trying to check the plugs all the time is just impossible. So this one will be nice and easy, all bar one plug. So there you go. I'm going to hook into the other side. So that's our mountain of a motor in the bay. I've ordered a beautiful little billet plate to go on top of here with a nitrous kit. I'm just using a plate kit, not using direct port. I'm only going to spray it 200, 250 or so. I think that's more than enough for the little stock bottom end to take. But that's on the way, so I've got that lovely CNC billet spacer on there on top of the manifold. So it's going to be out the bonnet. Awesome, old school, love it. Get that carby hanging out, and yeah, so the nitrous are going, so hopefully soon nitrous stuff will be here. I picked up hasn't arrived yet, but I picked up a fuel and nitrous solenoid off it was Gumtree or Marketplace or something like that, cheap. So be able to set that up. I've got a purge kit over there that was already sitting around, and I've got bottles and brackets and all that sort of thing. So the nitrous will be a bit cool, but for now we're on to, we've got some of the bits for the engine and some still coming. So let's just whiz over here. So we've already been through, obviously there is our hydraulic roller cam we got off Marketplace and lifters to suit. These are our bars for our Jessel shaft mount rockers, which are in a box somewhere around here, over here, sorry. So that's our Jessel shaft mount. So I've got a couple of repairs to do on them. Just off topic here, I've got this is one of my old combos that used to be in the ute. It's just a bit of a, I'll just tell you how far you can go with some of this stuff. These are like your cheap scat Chinese H-beams. And where's one? This one here. This was what let this motor down. This is a probe piston. They were really cheap. They were, I don't know if they're made in China, I guess, but probe forged piston. The piston never failed. The gudgeon pin failed because I think they're actually only designed for naturally aspirated setups. Whereas I think I went low into the eights, mid to low eights on that engine. Little 363. Real budget build. It had this little scat crank over here in it. So yeah, it was only a gudgeon pin that failed, and it actually we only found it on the service, the crack in the gudgeon. But the engine was still running just fine. So if your tune's good, you can push this stuff really far. Like those pistons and rods, crank are definitely not rated. That sort of, I'd say to run those sort of numbers in that weight car would have been making 1300 horsepower, I'd say. So yeah. Anyway, back to the Monaro. I just get sidetracked. So this is our stuff that came from Performance Wholesale. Up there at Slacks Creek. Big shout out to Bruce and the boys up at Performance Wholesale. They looked after me. They had the parts that I needed in stock there, ready to go. We made a very slight change in valve spring to suit what they had in stock. You can see there what number they are, but they'll work perfect for what we're doing. So I needed springs. We got retainers. We got spring locators. Those heads require a spring locator as well. There's a couple of inserts missing out of the head, so I had to buy. They're the old inserts. I had to buy a set of new inserts. They're expensive little buggers, those. Not as bad as the head studs. Head studs were really expensive. So that's our big block Chevy head stud kit. And our locks for our valves. They were just some bits I needed in a hurry to get these heads back together, and Performance Wholesale had everything that I needed in a hurry ready to go, and they looked after me on price. They're a really good shop, been going there for a long time. So big shout out to the boys. So that's that stuff. I have ordered from VPW the stuff we need. With VPW, we've got a timing chain coming. We've got an oil pump coming. We've got a set of Cometic head gaskets coming. What else have we got? I think that's... we've got the nitrous plate that I just talked about coming. So we've got a bit of stuff. I'm sure there's things I've forgotten, but I'll go through that with... Hey, Chevy! What are you doing, buddy? Hey, what are you doing? Just cruises through like he owns a joint. Yeah, so this week the stuff from VPW will turn up, and the rest of that, what we need for the engine, we got from in the box there. So the big old 7.4 litre is going to start going together next week. So it's piston rings. Sorry, that was the other thing coming from VPW, so we can gap those rings and make the magic happen. Well, it is June 20, and that was supposed to be the deadline for the Monaro. I'm well aware of that, and it's not ready. And I can make every excuses about COVID and events postponed and all that sort of stuff, but you've heard it all before. Either way, it's not ready. I said if the event wasn't on, I was going to try to do a skid for you in it, and it's definitely not ready to do a skid yet. My apologies. So as a peace offering, let's see what I can do in the daily for you. The big Chevy Silverado. See what the Duramax has got in it. Check it out. That's a bit burnout.
There we are. So if it's not sticky, it's certainly molten now.
Follow white rabbit. I'm taking